So people out here getting chosen, people out here happy about their choices, some not so much. What's up? How you doing? Ray of Sunshines. I am your girl, Talisa Ray, lifestyle coach. We are reviewing Ready to Love season number 4, the last episode, number 12. I choose you. Yes, I do. I choose you every time you come here and you talk. Thank you. Thank you for rocking with me all season long. Even when I was late, y'all was like, where you at? I was like, here I am. Where you at? Here I am. So I'm grateful to you, Ashe. I honor you. I adore you, and I choose you. Anyway, so as we know, last week Tommy was like, hey yo, listen, before you guys can make a decision and commit to one another, you need to meet each other's family, la familia. Baby, let me tell you, Vernicia is having Vernicia is having Joel meet her mother, her stepfather, and her oldest daughter. You know, first off, so some of y'all say it's 5 weeks, some of y'all say it's 8 weeks. 5 to 8 weeks, between 5 and 8 weeks, so y'all introducing your new love interest, because y'all ain't even together. Y'all just been hanging out and getting to know each other. Are y'all introducing them to your family like this? I'm asking. I just want to know. It took me forever. Like for me, my family has only met 3 people: my husband and the father of my 2 children. Okay, they got different daddies. Okay, I'm one of them. They got different daddies. So yeah, I'm one of them. It takes a lot for me to introduce you to my friends and my family. And I was just talking, having this conversation with someone, and they were like, you know what, my sister, she was bringing people over, you know, to Thanksgiving real quick and then letting them go. And the next thing you know, somebody else was picking them up and going to the movies. I was like, I ain't do that. It took me a long time. Y'all let me know how long is too long, or not even how long is too long. When are you introducing your family and friends to your new love interest? Is it right away, or are you waiting? Let's get into the episode. So Joel shows up, and I feel like his vest is too tight. I'm all like, no. I like what Vernicia has on. You know, it's just a little bit of skin showing. Nice blue wash, light wash jean, long sleeve, like wrap white shirt. She looks super cute, and I really wish this is what she would have wore to meet Joel's sisters. But hold on a second. So they come up, and mama wastes no time whatsoever. So do you think you're the right man for my daughter? And what are your intentions? Like, they didn't even get into the, like, how you doing, how you feeling, what you up to, what you do. Like, it was straight like, what's up? This is my daughter. I want to know. I want to know what your intentions are and why you think you're right for her. Hello, sir. We didn't get an answer for that, did we? And then dad was like, hey, yo, are you going to be able to deal with her attitude? Are you going to be able to handle her attitude? We've gotten a glimpse of it. She is very spicy. I'm not going to think about what I'm saying. I'm going to just throw up how I'm feeling, and you're going to have to deal with it. And I'm going to use all the passion and the energy. And are you going to be able to deal with that, Joel? From what we see, if that's consistent all the time, and if that's the way she's communicating, he's not going to be able to deal with that. He doesn't know how to deal with that firecracker energy that she has. At least that's how it appeared when they were up at the cabin or whatever that was on the little retreat. Y'all let me know down below in the comments. Is he going to be able to handle all that spice, honey, that caliente that she is throwing at him? The daughter asked if he was ready for a ready-made family. They kind of talked about, you know, his children. They also talked about a little bit about his late wife. You know, I really don't remember, because like we already know that they're going to choose one another. And so for me, you know, they're just a formality. What we're going through is for a formality, versus when he was like, you gonna deal with that attitude? How you gonna deal with that attitude, yo? The daughter, you know, shares with him, you know, My mama talk about you a lot. She talks about you all the time. She hasn't done that in a while with anybody. And honestly, that is a surefire way to know if someone likes you. I mean, we probably never hear about it, right? But if I like you, even if you haven't met my friends and family, I'm like throwing up about how great you are, or the things that I like about you, or if I'm upset or whatever it is, I'm like throwing up. And I'm trying to learn how to like keep a lot of that to myself. But when I like you and I'm excited, I want to share that I like you and this is why I like you. And you know, that's just me, so I get it. Now y'all might not do that, and if you don't, you know what it is. It seems like they accept him, like they welcome him, and so he's passed the test of her family. Then we see Liz, and Liz introduces Jason to her two sisters and her brother-in-law, okay? Like, it's what's up. They like, we gonna ask the questions. She's like, please ask all the questions. Please do all of the asks. He comes in, he greets everyone, and that's what I like about both of these gentlemen, because I didn't say that about Joel, but they greet everybody, and that's what you should do. It's very important, ladies and gentlemen, to introduce yourself, or she might be introducing, but hug and a little handshake, because that kind of takes the edge off of you, and you kind of, you know, just kind of get to have the energy relax a little bit. Nonetheless, he does that. They sit down. As soon as he sits down, he's all like, have we prayed yet? He said, all right then. And then he grabs their hands and he commences to do a little short, quick thing. Now, the one thing I know is she's a Christian woman. That's a Christian family. And they were all like, check, 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 check. The other thing I know is that Jason is smart enough to know that if Liz has this strong and solid foundation, spiritual foundation in Christianity, that he better make sure that he has his ducks in a row and that he follows protocol. Then when the brother hit him with, you know, okay, so what's your favorite scripture? I was not expecting Jason to come up with 2 scriptures and then know what they were about and to explain why. I was slightly impressed. I'm not gonna lie, but we all know that Lucifer was an angel, right? He was kicked out of heaven, right? So, you know, what I say is the enemy knows the Bible too, right? I'm not saying that specifically for Jason, but I just want us to be aware, especially women who are believers, and a man shows up and he's praying with you and doing the things that you would like. It seems you guys are spiritually yoked equally, etc. Like it seems that way to you whole time. He plotting against you because the enemy knows the Bible too, right? So just be mindful of that while you're carrying and holding all your stock in the fact that, you know what, he loves the Lord. I'm just saying, I'm not saying it about Jason. That's just some advice that I would like to give you in general. Even the enemy knows the scripture, can quote it from front to back. Lucifer was an angel. So it seems like, you know, the family likes Jason. Like Jason's in. Like, and what he said was it felt comfortable and like a conversation. It did not feel like an interrogation, more like a whole bunch of a barrage of questions, which he had mentioned what his dates were like with Kyra. And so, you know, and listen, sometimes when you meet family, especially in this kind of situation, they are going to ask these questions. But I'm one of those people, and my friends will tell you that I'm one of those people that like to let conversations flow naturally, because if you let a person speak enough, they're going to tell you everything you need to know. Yes, you do need to ask questions, right? But I'm not one for the interrogating style. I'm one for a conversation that flows. If we connect and there's some chemistry, that's how it would be with my family, because that energy comes and that's who I am and that's where it came from. And I am going to find out everything I need to know about you on God. Everything I need to know, because you're going to do this and I'm going to do this. And you're going to do this and I'm going to do this. And I'm going to say a little bit of this and share about me, and then I'm going to go, now what was that? Now what? And tell me more. Well, I probably won't say tell me more. That's somebody else's term. But now I done picked it up. Tell me more. What happened when? So how you said this? Like, I'm gonna probe because I'm interested in you. Let a person talk. Let it be natural. Let it flow. You are going to get all the answers that you need. Okay, so then Amber, she goes to meet KG's two brothers. The brothers look a lot alike. KG does not look like he is related to them at all. All named Case, Christopher, Keenan. I don't know what the other one's name was. Was it Kendall? Because Keenan was coming with the business. That's why I remember his name. Honey, when we sat down, honey, Keenan was like, so you're 31, you got your shit together. Why are you not scooped up? Why are you not taken? And she said something to the effect of, the question should be, why haven't I allowed it? And he was like, no, the question is, what character flaws do you have that we need to know about, that you need to share with KG? And listen, the fact of the matter is we all have flaws. We all have flaws. We all have character flaws, some minor, some major, that we work through all the time, right? And so, like, yo, don't act like he got it all going on, because I heard y'all when y'all said what y'all said, and my eyes was like, because that's what you said. And if you don't know what it was, go check the comments in last week's episode. But, because I ain't going to say it, okay? I'm not going to say it. Nevertheless, the other brother was like, but I want to know, is it real? Is it real? Because, you know, last time, you remember, we just want to make sure that everything is cool. And I think he might have said that a little bit later. But she gave an answer. I mean, she always is very poised and always very attorney-ish in her answers. Very much so diplomatic. But was like, it is a legitimate process. And we're talking and getting to know each other on the phone. And we're connecting. So, you know, like, well, what do you mean, is it real? And that's why we just want to make sure, we want to protect our brother. Because last year, homegirl Naya said the same things. She said the same things. And was like, no, you're not what I want. You said the wrong thing when you was talking to my cousin. And I'm out. She reassured them like she reassures Chris, my words and my actions align. I say what I mean and mean what I say. You know, people say that all the time, but that's not really true. But I feel like what she said did align, right? It's not me saying that I'm head over heels. We are in a legitimate process and getting to know one another and talking on the phone, and there's a connection. Like, I feel like the answer she provided was not one so off kilt that you guys think that she's a plant and that they just brought KG back because they felt sorry for him last year. Like, you know what I'm saying? Since y'all feel like that, I don't feel like her answer is out of line, right? I don't feel like it's out of line with saying I was getting to know somebody. Like, it isn't necessarily a lie. Because even if she is a plant, she could still have been getting to know him. Anyway, so Kyra, honey, we go to Kyra's house. Kyra's mama's there and her sister friend, her good Judy, okay, who is also a lawyer, okay. And so she's like, they gonna give him the business, but mama don't play no games and he better be prepared for all of this. But she tells them, listen, I want to make sure that he is going to handle me correctly, that he is going to care for my heart correctly. Like, so I want y'all to ask him. I don't want y'all to be afraid to ask him, but, you know, be kind. You know, the mama's like, I'm gonna be gentle or whatever. And what's this? I don't know what her name was. Corey, I think it was. She said, I'm gonna be myself. Listen, be yourself, because if you not, then you ain't gonna be able to get all the answers that we need. That's why she chose you, Corey. I like it. One of the things that I noticed was that Kyra sat adjacent to AJ, not right next to him. Now, I know that might not mean a lot to a lot of people, but if I like you, or I care for you, or I want you to meet my family, and I know that my family can be what they are. Like, my family's not gonna interrogate you, but my family are jokesters, and they're gonna see if you can deal with that. They gonna see if you can handle them ragging on you, making fun of me, you know, a whole lot of, they're gonna see how you handle yourself. So for me, I always make sure to sit right next to my guest. Male or female, it don't even matter. Well, it depends on how often and how long I've known you, but if you're new in coming in, it's normally I'm right next to you so that there's some reassuring for me that I'm here with you so that you feel comfortable. If it is a man, it is specifically, and it's more like I said, because not that many people meet my family, but it's more like with my friends too, like so that, you know, under the table, on top of the table, I can stroke your leg or your hand, or, you know, let you know that I'm here. And if I feel you next to me and your energy is tense, I get to, you know, I can step in and I can kind of deter it, or, you know, say, hey, you know, pull up or whatever, because I care about you. So for me, I just thought it was strange that she didn't sit right next to him. They were across the table. Like, it was like she was a mediator for the courts. That's the best way I can put it. You ever go and have to have mediation? One person's on one side of the table, the other person's on the other side of the table, and the mediator is sitting at the head of the table for the most part, right? That is the setup, and that's what it felt like to me. Like, I'm just here to mediate to make sure things go according to plan. When they started asking those questions, I was like, see, this is what would have happened. This is what Jason was expecting, because they interrogated the entire fuck out of him with a barrage of questions. Bop, 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 like off top. There wasn't even a moment for them to breathe. Okay, now if you've ever done any TV, sometimes they have you do things more than one time, over and over. Sometimes they like do it again, do it again, do it again. But the way he was uncomfortable, that didn't seem like do it again, do it again. They asked him right off the top, what do you think Kyra wants, I guess, out of a relationship? Did we see Kyra say what she wanted out of a relationship? I think the most we saw is that that she wanted someone who could provide, who could lead, and that would care for her heart. Like, those are the three main themes that I heard over and over and over again, right? I didn't hear anything else. So I mean, he should have been able to answer that with no problem. I don't know if he did. How's your relationship with your mom? Are you romantic? Are you fun? And then this was the one that we got to hear the full answer with. When you have a disagreement, how are you going to address it, since you guys are a lot alike? And when you're a lot alike, it could be like head-butting, one person not hearing the other. And I liked his answer when he said, I am going to listen to how you feel. Even if you've hurt my feelings, I still want to hear what you're saying, to hear how you feel. And I can address my hurt feelings later. But I want to get down to the root cause of whatever you're feeling so that we can fix it. Like, I like that. I like that. But you know, that sounds good. Let somebody say some demeaning shit during the argument. All that goes out the window. Like, not, and listen, and the way they said that they was arguing all the time, I was like, how is somebody gonna get that word in edgewise? The mother seems to like him, and Kyra in her confessional was like, you know what? I was like, no, mom, stand firm. Like, don't fall for it. Listen, she's right. AJ probably is very charismatic. You know, he speaks well, and he's saying the things that you want to hear. When the mom said, though, what would the next steps look like? If you guys decide to commit, what does it look like from here? And when he said, I don't know, I just was like, that's not a good answer. That's not a good answer. And because he could have said a lot, right? He could have said, well, we haven't spent a lot of time together. So, you know, if she decides that she wants to continue seeing and dating me, because you get to define what commitment looks like for you, right? I'm gonna say that in a minute. Just hold that thought. But I'm gonna continue to get to know her, see what direction we want to, you know, head together, see, you know, figure some things out for us as a couple. What do we want to look like? How do we want to operate? You know, just determine what the us and you and me will look like. That I don't know in this moment. In this moment, I don't know. He could have even just said, you know, I'm ready to be committed. I'm ready to have a commitment. And I want to see what that looks like for, you know, Kyra and I. And I want to determine, you know, I want us to have a healthy, successful relationship, however it looks. And we need to define that. Like, not, I don't know. I don't know. It's definitely like, oh, yeah, nah, homeboy, I'm done. This ain't. this ain't it. This ain't it. I don't know. It's not what you want to hear. And she said that. That just made her less confident, a little more insecure about, you know, them and what they would be doing and what her choices would be. Mom says, you know what, I think that, you know, he's emotionally intelligent and he comes off that way. But Corey is like, nah, baby, that ain't it. I feel like y'all's representatives, both of them, both Kyra and AJ, y'all's representatives are still here. And I don't know what the relationship is going to look like once they retreat. She knows her friend, and she knows that her friend is sitting there nice and poised. But if you friends with her on Instagram or you even look for a minute, you know that girl has a good time. Okay, that girl has a good time. We're gonna have a funky good time. She even gives you the energy of, we're gonna have a party. And we ain't really get a lot of that. We got a lot of the lawyer side. We got a lot of the indecisiveness, the lot of, I want to see this through, a lot of questions, a lot of that. We didn't get to see if she was fun. And so the friend was like, I'm not sure if this connection after the representative disappear is going to get hot or if it's going to stay on low. And right now I feel like it's going to stay low, on simmer. Lukewarm, never heat up, never go anywhere. I was like, friend, tell the truth, friend. That is why you want your friends and family to be there, and you want people that care about you to be there and that know you well, so that they can tell you the truth, not only about him but about you. Because she's like, sis, your representative is still here too, boo. I liked it. So then we move over to Amber, who introduces KG to her brother, her sister, and her good Judy, her sister friend, somebody she's known for a long time. And she says to them, you know what, I want you to put him under pressure. I want him to I want y'all to do like y'all normally do. I want to see if he can handle it, because we know that she can. He said, you know, when you're meeting somebody's family, you know things are getting serious. They ask him how many serious relationships he's been in, and he says 4, and they all are like, that's a lot. I'm like, dude is 42. 4 is not a lot of serious relationships at 42. She's 31. He's 42. If he had said he had only been in 1 serious relationship, then y'all would have been excited. Like, I don't know, y'all, is 4 too many? It's 1, 2, 3, 4 too many. Y'all let me know. I didn't think so. And all I could say was that he really has the perfect demeanor for someone who is a workaholic like Amber. Because he's not. You know, the whole yin and yang. He's very like calm. You know, he's very much so available to cater to her. You know, to keep her focused on self sometimes, to reel her in. So yeah. Well, at the same time, they are showing us Vernicia meeting Joelle's sister and niece, okay? BB and Butter, honey. Butter, baby. Butter watches or helps him with his twins. So it was important that she be there. I wrote down that sister and that daughter, honey. That sister spit out that niece, okay? Spit her out. She didn't have no help because they look like damn near twins. And all the while I'm watching, I'm all like, black just don't crack. We look hella good to be in our 40s. Like, I mean, yes, frown lines and wrinkles and, you know, flabby skin and all this kind of stuff comes. But we look really good. I mean, amazingly so. Y'all can't disagree with that. So, this is what I wrote down. Like, I like her outfit, right? Super cute outfit, but I don't know how I feel about it for this meeting. Like, either the midriff or the tour pants, not both. Says me. But the one thing I know for sure is that she is being her authentic self. Because, honey, what she does not do is hide that body. She makes sure that it is seen. And so that is what she's doing. She is being her authentic self. I didn't say that the outfit wasn't cute. That's an outfit that I would wear on a date. with my homegirls, you know, hanging out, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I personally would not wear that to meet my friend's family. It's either gonna be the tore jeans with a decent shirt or the midriff and some regular pants. But that's just my shit. That ain't hers, and I ain't finna let her carry that bag. That's just my own shit. They asked her who she is, tell me about yourself, asked about, you know, how you feel about, you know, this 3, you're gonna have 5 kids, you know, all these things. But that's not what is the problem. She handles herself well, minus she should have been like trying to go over and give hugs. But I get that the women had that kind of very staunch, very straight, very like, okay girl energy. Not okay girl, but okay girl in energy, like I'm watching you energy. So it was hard to kind of broach that, but she did very well for herself, I think, during that conversation. But baby, let me tell you, when she left, the sister said, I think she likes you too much. What do you think? Mic drop. The sister who met you in 5 minutes says, you like him too much. I wonder what she's saying when she saw that. I wrote down, so it's too much too soon? Because again, if I've only known you for 8 weeks or less, and I'm head over Google eyes for you like this, is that an issue? Especially if you should have been seeing other people. I'm just asking for myself, because he said, you know, given the amount of time that we've known each other, yes. But people get Google-eyed very quickly all the time. All of those are facts. All of those are facts. All of those are facts. Y'all think that they done slept together already when Vernicia said all they did was kiss. You know what I'm saying? And that they hadn't kissed until that first time at the cabin. And some of y'all think that maybe something happened in that bedroom in the cabin. Like, I don't know. I'm not here to speculate. They grown, and if something happened, good for them. And if it didn't, okay, that too. And then Lil Butter said, well, remember, you said that Courtney is his late wife, was just like that. Very clingy, very head over heels for you right away too. Cause Joel, you're very charismatic and you got these women feeling like they it. You saying baby all the time in your little Louisiana, in your little New Orleans twang and everything. Got the girls like, hey, body banging, you know, you got them looking. Probably rubbing on her arm, smelling good. Listen, you making her feel like you guys are connected in that manner. Well, what you thought was gonna happen? What you thought was gonna happen? Slow down. Slow down if that's not what you wanted, if that wasn't your intent. Because you had a role that you played in that fast tracking of her feelings. So then we see Jason, who is going to introduce the beautiful Liz to his mother. I really like the way Liz carries herself. Like, I pride myself on speaking well, being articulate, like carrying myself as a lady. You know what I'm saying? I'm not always poised, but I pride myself on her, and I'm looking at her going, wow, the decorum, the quality of woman that she has showed us that she is, like the way that the way she speaks, like well thought out answer. She's not all over the place. Y'all see me, I'm like that's me in real life for the most part, right? I hardly ever do not talk with my hands, even in meetings, in meetings with like the cities and counties that I work with. I am doing this like a gangbanger, constantly talking with my hands. Sometimes if I start doing this, that's because I am, like, for me, stifling the things that I want to say. If I'm starting to like clench, because I do this all the time, and so this is a free-flowing movement for me. So to watch her be so poised and so elegant all the time is just so commendable. Like, because she still says what she says, but in a way that you hear her, that is very clear. Like, okay, that's enough of me just like doting on her. Like, I like Liz, y'all. I do. I really like her and really, really hope that things work out for her and Jason, because she likes him and she deserves every good thing that God has in store for her. Like, so do you. But just her waiting patiently and just like, I just hope that he is not just trying to fool her to get into her panties. Anyway, the mama comes straight out and was like, let's talk money, baby. Let's talk about it. And I liked her answer. Like, this was one of the things that made me be like, say it. Because what did she say? I know prosperity, but I also know struggle. Who can relate? Listen, I know about having to boil water to take a bath. Like, who can relate? And it doesn't have to necessarily be that analogy, but it's something where you had to do some sacrificing, or something had to go, or you had to go without because of something. And I just really liked the answer that she provided. Then she said, the mama, how you plan on leading him without him knowing that you're leading? It's an art. I was like, it is an art. It is an art. It is an art. And what she means is, how are you not gonna bruise his ego when it's time to tell him to go a different direction? Time, you know how, sis? Listen, even the men that don't want to lead don't want to be told how not to lead. I hope that made sense to you. And how are we going to, without hurting their fragile little egos, lead? And I liked her answer. She was like, I've never been married before, so, you know, it's going to be done with prayer and wisdom, and God's going to give me and show me the right way, because he's unique, so it's specific for him. I was like, Liz, come through, Liz. Come through. You can never go wrong when you answer with prayer and wisdom. You can never go wrong when your answer includes, you know, that they're a unique person, and I have to make sure that it is specifically for them, because what I've done in the past won't work. That's a word I just gave y'all. It's not cookie cutter. Each relationship is different, right? And so I have to make sure that through prayer and wisdom, that I'm doing the right thing for this relationship, that I'm seeking guidance for this relationship. Whether you are a believer in Christ, or you're just spiritual, or you agnostic, I think would be the right term for that. Even if you're atheist, you would understand the fact that no two people are the same. And so what I did in my previous relationship is not going to work for this relationship. I can take some tools and things that I've learned, but I cannot take this and move it here and think that it's going to be successful in any area. Jason is happy with the way this has gone. You can see that he does adore his mother, that he reverences his mother. And he says, you know, black moms, no, what did he say? If you get past a black man's mama, you're winning. How many can say that that's true? Black moms are hard. Especially those with one son. Hard. I can give y'all in-law stories. Hard. Black mothers are hard. I pray that I am not that to my future daughter-in-law. Dear future daughter-in-law, I don't plan on being in your business, okay? I don't plan on inserting myself in shit. If you ask my opinion, I'm gonna give it in love and kindness. Like, learn lessons from everything that you've done in your life, y'all. Anyway, so now AJ is introducing Kyra to his madre. He says that, you know, him and his mother butt heads a lot, sort of like him and Kyra, but that's not the relationship that he wants. You know how you be like, I want somebody like my mama? Hey, I don't want that. I don't want that. And he's like nervous about them both being strong and the possibilities of them butting heads. First thing I wrote was, I like his mother's approach when she started talking to Kyra after the little introductions. She was very positive, right? You must be genuinely important to him because you're here and you're meeting me, because that means I don't really meet a whole lot of hoes, right? Then she went on to say, again, I like the approach. What do I need to know about you? What is so intriguing about my son? Right? And then she went on to, you know, mess that up with he 38 and I ain't got no grandkids yet. Like, she went on to that. But I like the what do I need to know about you? Tell me about you and who you are. Like, I like that approach. Like, I think she thought about that. But that also feels kind of like who his mother is. Like, tell me what's up. AJ's name is Ashlyn. I like Ashlyn. Catch them all, Ash. Gotta catch them all. Pokemon. And y'all don't have boys, so y'all don't know. Y'all don't know Pokemon. Sure you do. Pikachu. Anyway, Mom shares with Kyra that AJ picks up hobbies, has always picked things up as interests, you know, did them, accomplished them, got bored with it and moved on. Engaged and disengaged, okay? The mama is saying, he wishy-washy, flip-floppy. He like one thing today and tomorrow he don't, girl. Like, I'ma just be honest with you. It's the truth. And then Kyra shares, you know, that they've had their struggles. They're a lot alike. The mom knows that, but we've had our struggles. The mom said, well, give me an example. What kind of struggles y'all had? And then she was like, homeboy didn't pay the bill. He didn't pay the bill. We went out a couple years ago when he ain't paid the bill. I had to pay the bill. Mama was like, no, sir. Like, that's not what we do. You know that is not who I am. It is a big no for me. I can understand it. So if I don't really know you, you've asked me out, like, I don't mind pain sometimes, right? I don't mind that. When I like you, I want to show you that I care for you. So when we go out to dinner, I may pay for dinner. I may pay for our outing. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But don't have me go out with you on our first date and I ain't know we should be going Dutch. Because really, you should be paying, says me. First date. Not a meet and greet and I'm meeting you because I met you on the internet. No. Not like we're going to Starbucks and no. And even then, it's Starbucks. Nigga, pay for my $5 drink. Like, what? Mom says, you know what? I want you to take care of her heart. And I don't know if Kyra has shared that with the mom, but I wrote down that is in alignment with what Kyra wishes for herself. I kind of feel like maybe she did. She must have said that, must have spoke about it and we didn't see it because it's like almost too specific to what Kyra says. But the mom is like, this is what I want you to do that. So now it's time to make a decision. It's time to make a choice. It's time to decide what we want to do. We see Kyra. She walks into AJ and he's playing the piano and it sounds beautiful and there's rose petals and candles and shit everywhere. And I'm all like, okay, this looks nice. And she said, I liked her dress, right? Her little cross dress with the cutout. It's one of them dresses that you probably could wear a whole bunch of different ways. In her confessional, she says that she's struggling with how to say how much she cares for him. So then you see Joel and he's meeting Vernicia. He needs a little help with his wardrobe. Like, that could have potentially been a cute outfit, but it was ill-fitting, meaning ill-fitting, and meaning it was too big. Vernicia came with her bodycon, body yaddy yaddy dress per usual. I mean, you didn't think she was gonna wear something else, did you? They meet at the lake. He shares with her that, you know, he chooses her. He doesn't really tell her why though, but turns around and asks her why does she choose him, and she gives him, you know, the reasons of oh, I should just go on into it instead of just going mixed master spade. She says that she sees his heart and he brings the softer side of her, and that her children deserve to see her in that manner. And that she also says that, you know, they're like puzzle pieces and they fit together, okay? So he says they're gonna continue the journey and get to know each other. This is in the confessional, and she said that she could see him as husband material. I could see him as my husband. Okay, girl, I hope so. I hope he don't break your heart. I hope so. I really hope so. I really hope so. I think all black women should get the love they desire. I say it all the time, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart, from the depths of my soul. I mean that. Amber and KG. So I wrote down, I don't like her dress at all. KG looks like his regular eccentric self. I know y'all think that his colors and his patterns and stuff be too much, but I like it. I like it. I like the way you, okay, never mind. Comb your hair, and I like those stylish clothes you wear. It's just the little things you do that show how much you really care. Like when I'm all alone with you. I like it. Okay, y'all, okay. Let me just say, I don't like his hair. Maybe as it grows out, I'll like it more. But I do like his style of dress. I do like that it is unique and tailored and for him. It is his expression, and his clothes do not seem like they are cheap. So yeah, there's that. Like, clothes cost money, and his stuff don't seem like it is inexpensive. So he's got to get money from somewhere. Though he seems like sometimes he wants to be a stay-at-home spouse. He's got to get some money from somewhere. He expresses that he appreciates her. He shares that this is his second time around. Those are his fears. And, you know, but that he chooses her. That's pretty much the gist of it. And Amber turns around and says that she chooses him. And at first, it wasn't because he caught her eye, but it was because he caught her mind. So for me, I interpreted that as she was not initially attracted to him, but through conversation and getting to know him, she likes him. That's how I interpreted it. How did you interpret it? What I am gonna say is that they're kissed. He was all in her throat, down her throat, soup coolers over her mouth. Like, it seemed like a real kiss to me. It seemed like his eyes was closed, honey. He was feeling all of that lusciousness and taking in her breathing and her breath and her skin and what, like caressing her. Like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I can't wait to see if they worked out, if they was really a plan, like what really happened. When we see Liz and Jason, she gets there first. I love that color on her. It's not peach. I don't know what it's called, but it's not peach. Is it mandarin? I'm not sure, but it is gorgeous, okay? And he walks up behind her with a dozen white roses. Says, all I could do in this confessional, all I can do is think of how did these dudes pass on Liz? Because she was reserved, because she has some standards, because she's, you know, celibate and abstaining from sex, right? Like, all of these things are the reasons why she got passed up. And it's they bad, because she's got some morals, right? And gonna hold people accountable for their shit and wants to know them in that manner. But also, I think part of it is because David had her on lockdown. Like, David was not allowing anyone else to see her, talk to her, because of his own insecurities. Jason asked Liz about her first impression, and she says, I thought that this man has it going on. He says in the same breath, though, that, you know, he was nervous because, you know, she was so beautiful. And I wrote down for both of them the lies they tell, because I don't remember her being interested in him at all when they first met, and he didn't see her until the ball. And when he did see her at the ball, she still didn't seem quite interested, but she was playing into it like, okay. And you know, she was like, I choose you, baby. I don't need all this. I choose you. Let's see. He says in his confessional that she makes him feel like feel like love is possible again, that marriage is possible. And Liz says, you know, I feel like God didn't forget about me. Lord have mercy. And that she's hopeful. Listen, I know so many women who are Liz's ages that feel like God has forgotten about them when it comes to love and marriage. And so that got me really choked up hearing her say that. Like, I am really, truly hopeful for them. I am really for her. I hope that he is not playing games with her, because she's all in. She's all in, and she deserves someone who is going to love her the way that she needs, wants, requires, expects to be loved. Willing to work on the relationship continuously, because you know, marriage or relationships in general are constant work. It doesn't, you don't get to a certain place and plateau and then that's it. It just works seamlessly. There's always work to be done. Anyway, I saved the rest of Kyra and AJ for last because, girl, listen. So AJ says, you know, my mom talked about you all night. He shares with her, I want to continue, you know, because you don't, it's not that often that you get a second chance, and I want to continue and see where we can go. Here she go. You know, I feel like we like each other enough, but do we know each other enough? Which is great, right? You don't know him well. And then continues to say, I don't know if I can commit to you as your girlfriend today, and need more time to reveal to each other who we are. Great. I mean, it's a letdown because I'm not walking hand in hand away with you, right? He does say that it's a blow to his gut, and it was not what he expected. That's what he said in his confessional, y'all. I'm sorry. I had to go back and look at my notes. And she said, I had to be 100% and choose Kyra, and that, you know, haven't found love yet, right? And then AJ says, as much as he wants to say that he should have made a different decision, a different choice, he had to go with his gut and choose Kyra. And he's essentially leaving like he started, alone, right? Because he's ready to be committed now. So listen, we knew Kyra wasn't gonna say yes and commit. We knew that from when he asked her to stay continuously. She got all choked up and shit because it was hard. This is the game that she wanted to play from the beginning. She wanted to make sure to get all the way to the end and be like, I don't know y'all well enough. I can't choose either one of y'all. I don't know y'all well enough, right? You know, that's how I feel, right? I do think that she does genuinely want to be in a healthy, happy, successful, loving relationship. I don't think that she came on here for that. Because honestly, yes, I like you enough, but I don't know you enough to be your girlfriend, which is fine. But you could be like, I could be your friend, girl, and we can, the commitment is for us to continue to get to know one another. Like, you get to define what commitment is and what it looks like for you. Period. And if commitment right now is not, it's just me and you locked in, then you can say that. If commitment is, I'm going to commit to getting to know you better. I am going to commit to spending more time with you. It does not mean tomorrow, honey, we moving in together and we're going to get married. That you my boo, you mine forever. Like, that's how I felt when I saw that. I also, like I said, I also felt like she was never going to choose him. She never chose him throughout the entire season. You know, if it was Jason, I think she might have went ahead and chose him. But what do I know? I wasn't on the show. I don't know nothing about these people's real lives. I only know what they show us, what the producers are cutting out and sticking together. But I am excited about the reunion. Who do y'all think is together though, right? Who do y'all think is together, still rocking together? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to know when it comes to these couples. Are Vernicia and Joel still hanging out tough? What about Amber and KG? What about, who else was there? Oh, Liz and Jason. I'm really hopeful. I'm really hopeful for her. I really want it to be something serious for her. if she didn't really want to be with him, then she's one hell of an actor. And I wonder how things are with Kyra and AJ, especially when you look at them snippets, honey, and you see, I can't remember the first girl that came off that I had liked her. She got blonde hair now. I can't remember her name, but she got something going on. She's like, I didn't know we was revealing that now. Like she dating somebody now. That whole Kyra and Alexis scene, Ron and Amber, like I'm here for all of that. I can't wait to see all of that. I'm gonna be on time with it because I can't wait. Y'all let me know what you think down below in the comments about this episode. Okay, like could they have just left this out? Could they have just ended it last week? Kyra could have told him no last week, child. Anyway, I am your girl Talisa Ray. Thank you so much for rocking with me all season long. I'm gonna say it again in the next couple episodes too, but I just want y'all to know how grateful I am. If it's your first time visiting my channel, definitely click the subscribe button, become a ray of sunshine. There's that notification bell, click it too so you're alerted of all the videos I upload. I'm really considering doing put a ring on it. I had gotten bored with it last season, but I think I might just do it because I ain't got nothing else right now until Married at First Sight comes back on July 25th. Like this video because you like me and I will know that it's real. Share it with your friends because we have a good time. They can go back and watch all the other stuff because I still be seeing comments from episodes and episodes and episodes ago, and I still be commenting on those too. I love you in real life and want every good thing that God has in store for you, even if you don't know what that is for yourself. Hugs and kisses and lots of love. I will catch you on the next review.